Hi friends. Now this is the fourth poem. We have already completed 4 lessons and this is fourth poem. And after this poem, as far as lessons and poetry is concerned, we will have finished 50% of the syllabus. And after this syllabus, I am thinking to go for the next sections which are related to writing skills and other one. So hope so you are doing well. Hope so you are studying well, and hope so you all are in a good health. If you really feel that the work is going on nicely here, I really wish you to share this link with maximum number of students and try to help number of students, especially if you are able to send these links in rural area. I'll be very happy, because the main objectives behind making these videos were to reach to the rural area students where number of problems are there, college problems are there, even they cannot access with the good classes, good coaching classes, and at the same time many of the times it happens that they have network problems also. So whenever they feel better, they will have access with these videos, and I hope you are also trying to help to share these links with the students who are living far away, especially in rural areas. Those who are doing already these things, I am really very grateful to them. Please do all these things. Subscribe the channel if you are new, and share with your friends. Like the videos if you like it. Thank you. Now let us begin with the new poem, that is, have you earned your tomorrow? Have you earned your tomorrow means generally what we earn money, we earn wealth, we earn relations. For the first time here, we are listening something that we have to earn tomorrow. Now how we have to earn tomorrow? What exactly it means? Something depth is there in this. As far as the significance of this title is concerned, it is very deep and little bit complicated. And if we work hard a little bit, we will try to understand what exactly it means. How it will be possible for us to earn tomorrow. Alright, now what exactly the poem talks about? The poem talks about the good behavior and kindness of the heart. How the poem is written? Poem is written mostly in the forms of the questions. Poet asks questions, and the answers of those questions try to tell us how should we behave and how our heart should be there and how much kind we should be. All these things are actually given there, and somewhere at the end poet tries to connect the theme of the poem with the Christianity, with the God, that we have to understand. Many of the poetry of this poet, that is Edgar Guest, he connects with the Christianity, connects with the religion, he connects with the God. And finally what we feel, goodness, kindness, these are the characteristics of almost every religion, and therefore we feel that nothing is wrong in that. Let us see. In anybody happier because you passed his way? Now this is the first question, and this question is heart touching. What poet asks, is anybody happier because you passed his way? You are going, somebody is coming, and that somebody, when he looks at you, does he feel happy? Very important question, because it happens that many of the times when we go, or if some other person comes by our way, what happens? Either we feel very happy to talk to him, or sometimes we feel that why this person is coming by this way. So maybe it is the character of that person, maybe it is the behavior of that person, because of which we feel not to talk with him. So if your behavior is good, if you are kind at your heart, and when you are passing by somebody, and if that person feels happy, what does it mean? It simply means that your behavior is good, your heart is kind, and overall people feel happy by looking at you. Very important question, direct question is there, and this question touches the heart. Is anybody happier because you passed his way? Now the speaker is most probably the poet, and this you is reader, that we should understand. One person is speaker and is constantly using one pronoun, that is you, and that you is nothing but the reader. Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? One more question, very important question. Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? What happened? Just remember, any person comes to home and very happily tells to his parents that, Father, today I saw your friend, he came to me and he talked to me. And while saying this, child becomes very happy to tell his father that somebody met him and he talked to him. So why did it happen that the child felt happy to tell all these things to his parents? Because the person to whom he had met was a good person, and even that person was very good for this particular family, and that's why this family all the members of this family feel nice when that person they see somewhere. It's a good thing. And if the person is not good, to whom you had met, you will forget to tell this thing to your parents that you had met somebody. This is disgusting for that person. अगर ऐसा होता है कि किसी को आप मिलते हैं और भूल जाते हैं घर पे आते ही, और किसी को बताते भी नहीं कि कोई आपको मिला था, और ऐसा कोई इंसान होता है दूसरा जो आपसे मिलता है और बहुत आप लोग खुश होते हैं, और कब घर पे जाके बताऊंगा कि ये मिला था, ऐसा अगर आपको फील होता है, कभी भूलते नहीं आप, so that is the good person. The behavior of that person is good. The heart is very kind. Does it happen with you? The poet asks. What? Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? If you spoke with somebody, and if he remembers that you spoke to him, and while going back to home, if he talks about this incident to his family members, that you had met, you talked, and very happily he tells to his family members, it means that you are a success. Your behavior is good, you are a kind person. This day is almost over and its toiling time is through. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? Now toiling time, the work that we do whole day, maybe it is our daily work. The poet is trying to tell that this day is almost over. At the end of the day, you have worked good one, that might be for your earning your livelihood, but here the concept is completely different. Toiling time means what? Toiling time means how you behaved with the people, how kind you were. So to be kind with others is toiling time here in this poem. This toiling time is not that time in which we work for ourselves. This toiling time is that toiling time in which we try to be good with the people. So the poet tries to say that the day is going to be over, your time is running out. If you have a very little time, do the act of kindness to somebody else. Go to somebody, talk to him with nicely, do something good, behave something good, so that that person will be happy. Anybody passes by you, does he feel happy? The first question, so he will feel happy. Second question was, does anyone remember that you spoke to him? Time is running out, go and talk to somebody, and your good behavior will make him happy and will remember you. So these three lines are connected to each other. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? This is the question, third question. In fourth line, this is third question. Total 4 stanzas are there. 4 quatrains are there because every stanza contains 4 lines. And out of these 4 lines, 3 lines are question, and the third line is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? So at the end of the day, if somebody talks good about you, it means that your behavior was good, you were kind at your heart. And still you have not done anything of that, your time is running out, go fast, talk to somebody, behave with somebody that would make that person happy or remember you. First stanza. Second, did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along? Very important question. Again, first line question, second line question, and last line question. A unique kind of construction is there of this poem. Did you give a cheerful greeting to a friend who came along? Maybe you are in hurry, some urgent work you have to do, and for that you are going somewhere. And at the same time a person comes to whom you know, how you greet him? That is important question. So did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along? How sometimes it happens that if the friend is really very nice, person is really very nice, very happily we talk to him, oh my God, and you very happily meet him, very happily greet him, that smile, that intensity, even if you are in hurry, if very intently you try to meet that person, it means that you are a good person. So does it happen with you when you see somebody? Do you meet that person with a very cheerful manner? This is the question. And the answer is hidden. If it is there, you are a good person. Or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng. Churlish sort of howdy. Churlish, rudely. It happens na. Are ha, I will meet you, I will call you. Something you do and you rush away. Rush forward. What does it mean that? Means very rudely you greeted somebody. That will give some bad feeling to that person. Howdy. Howdy is a kind of greeting. But that greeting is informal. It is not formal. Just hi, hello. It happens many times. We see that. Especially it happens with girls. If the girls see somebody who know her and the girl is going, and if she doesn't want to stop, if she doesn't want to speak, what will say? Hi, bye, enough. So what kind of greeting it is? It is churlish howdy. It is churlish howdy means a very rude type of greetings, and they go away, go ahead for their works. Here the poet wants to say that we should not do this. This is not the kind behavior. This is not the characteristic of a good person. Whenever you meet somebody, you should be very happily, very cheerfully greet to your friends. It's a kind of good suggestion. Were you selfish, pure and simple as you rushed along the way? Now this particular line is about your kindness, because in first stanza most of the things were related to behavior, and here in second stanza we are trying to see that it is about the kindness of the heart. So these are two things, behavior is different thing and kindness of the heart is different thing. First stanza mostly talks about the behavior, and here second stanza is trying to discuss about the kindness of the heart. Were you selfish, pure and simple as you rushed along the way? When you are not waiting there to greet your friend happily and very rudely you go away. So the question, it is a question, a kind of question the poet asks, that were you selfish for that? Because you have to do something and you rushed forward. So it is a kind of selfishness. So you should have to stay there. You should have to greet your friend. You should show your happiness after seeing you. So this you is reader and every person. And the poet is trying to say that whatever hurry you are in, whatever in hurry you are, you should give at least few seconds to greet very happily, very cheerfully. It may not spend your time. The last line, or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Mighty grateful for a deed you did today. So whatever you do, is it helpful for somebody and that person felt grateful to you? At the end of the day, if somebody recalls you and he says, "Arey, that person is really very good. He did something very good job for me. I am really very grateful for that person." If somebody talks about you like this, you are a great success. And the poet asks the same thing. The time is running out. Maybe it is the time of the day, or maybe it is the time of your life. There is possibility, because every moment that we leave behind, that we cannot bring back. That moment of our life is wasted forever, or we had spent that forever. So if we are unable to bring that moment back, it means that we are running out of time. Every day, every second, every minute, we are losing of our life. So maybe it is not only about the day the poet is talking about our whole life, that we are running out of time. There is possibility that the day will come, nobody will be there. So before that, we should show an act of kindness. And here therefore the poet asks, have you done anything because of that somebody feels grateful for you? Grateful means thankful. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It is not necessary that you should do it for this. If somebody is telling you thank you and for that you have done, no. You should do your act selflessly. There should not be selfishness. If the person says thanks to you, that is his problem. But your intention behind your good act should not be this, that somebody should say you thank you. But if somebody says, so you are a success. It means that you have done good thing for somebody. Next stanza. Can you say tonight, in parting with the days that sleeping fast, that you have helped a single brother of the many that you passed? So the day is over, you are going to your bed, and at the time of bed, talk to yourself, ask to yourself, parting with the day. Parting with the day means, now the day is over, your work is over, you are going away of that particular day that you have lived. Now you are going to sleep. So you are going to disconnect yourself with the day. Now you are going to sleep. So you have to ask one question to yourself. And what that question? Have you helped at least one person? At least one person. There are so many people around us. It is not necessary for anybody to help everybody. At least one person should be benefited from us. Maybe it is a very small thing. The poet asks at the time of sleep, ask this question and feel assured that you have done something good for somebody, and you are getting that feeling of happiness for yourself, not for the others. Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Not only actions, but our talk should be kind. The poet asks, because of your act or because of your deed, is there any person who felt happy? Single heart rejoicing. Synecdoche is the figure of speech which is used. I will make special videos for figures of speech of every poem, don't worry. But here again and again this figure of speech is coming. The single is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said. Means a single person became happy because of your act or your deed. Ask to yourself, if it is yes, your success. Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? There are some people, sometimes it happens that they feel discouraged. Hopes were fading. Hopes were fading means feeling discouraged. So there are many people in their lives, while leading their lives, sometimes they feel discouraged. For what? With courage look ahead. They have to go ahead, but for their future, they are not so hopeful. They are feeling discouraged. So is there any person in your life who was feeling discouraged? Now he feels happy. Now he feels courageous because of your act and because of your deed. That the poet is asking us this question. So your talk or your deed should be like this. Even discouraged person should get motivated. He should feel encouraged while living the life because of your act and because of your deed. Ask to this question to yourself if it happens. The last stanza. Did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? Again important question. Did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? So the poet is asking, at the end of the day, ask to yourself whether you have wasted your day or whether you have spent it well. These two questions are there lying in this line. What does it mean you have wasted your time? You have wasted your time means you have not talked good things to any person today. You have not wished people happily. You have not behaved with them properly. You did not make anyone happy. You did not make anyone courageous or encouraged in their lives. It means that you have wasted your time. So at the end of the poem, the poet is asking that did you waste the day? Means you wasted your time only in that case when you did not do any good to anybody. If it has happened, it means that you have lost your day. Was it well or sorely spent? How did you spend your day? Well or sorely means nicely or badly. Nicely means making people happy. Badly means not doing anything good for any person, not speaking any good for any person. Sorely, badly. Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? The day is over. So which type of trail you left behind? Suppose because of you somebody is not feeling happy at the end of the day. He is feeling uncomfortable. He is feeling sad. He is not feeling happy. It means that you left the scar of discontent. But if any person is feeling very nice, feeling very happy, and the reason is you, it means that you have left which trail? You have left the trail of kindness behind. That person will be nice to others, right? We have already studied this theme in which lesson? On saying please. The same lesson. The conductor behaves happily, behaves kindly, others also behave kindly with him. The same thing is there. If you leave the trail of kindness behind, those people will be happy with others. And if you left the scar of discontent, means if you left the somebody uncomfortable, nervous, so that person will be nervous with others. He will not behave properly with others. Therefore, it is necessary to understand that what type of trail we should leave behind. It should be kind or it should be discontent. Alright. As you close your eyes in slumber, do you think that God would say, you have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? God, what is God? Some our inner voice. Hmm? Our inner voice tells us whether you were good or bad. Suppose it happens that you behaved badly with somebody and you got benefit from that. Till that, even then, you will not feel happy at the end of the day. You will feel uncomfortable somewhere at any corner of your heart. That is very important thing. That feeling of uncomfort, that feeling of happiness is you yourself is a God. Your heart is God, because how it responds to your actions. So at the end of the day, when you go for sleep, slumber, when you go to bed, at that time close your eyes, and do you think that your heart, your God means your heart will tell you that you have done a good thing, you have won tomorrow, so you are worthy to get one more day in your life. And that fresh day will have fresh things to do. Otherwise, if it happens after closing your eyes, you feel that no, I have not done good things today, that your heart will tell. Your heart is your God. Your heart will tell you that if I have not done good things, what will happen? Next day will not be yours day. Again you will have to spend one more day to be good. Then you will feel good to the coming day. In the coming day. Then only it will be possible that you have earned one more day. If your behavior was good, if your behavior was not good, what will happen? Your heart will not give you positive response, and the next day will be somewhere uncomfortable. So it means that you have lost the day. But if you are not feeling uncomfortable next day, if you are feeling comfortable next day, it means that you have earned your day. This is important because this is the title of the poem. And what is the significance of the title? What does it mean you have earned your next day? It means that if the day comes and if you are feeling comfortable, it means that you have earned your day. And if you are not feeling comfortable in the coming time, it means that you have lost your time. It's very simple that the day you have done today, the day you will have earned if you do good, and next day you will be happy, comfortable to lead your life. But if you have lost it by not doing good thing, by doing bad thing, you will feel comfortable and you will think that you have lost everything, particularly the day, and on that day you will try to do something good. Yes, it happens that if something wrong happens to with us, what happens? We try to behave little bit improved next day to earn the next day. So friends, behave properly, be kind at your heart, and earn your day. Okay, I hope you have liked this explanation. Like the video please. Subscribe the channel if you are new, and if you feel something please comment. You're welcome. Thank you.